I grew up in a family business. My parents actually own a couple of businesses, small retailish type businesses. My parents both were like, hey, we work too hard for the money that we make. Go to college, get a corporate job, be smarter than we were. So I did that. This is the way that you do it. Get your corporate deal, get your 401k. Did that for about 12 years. Didn't really care for it. Didn't care for it at all, frankly, at the end, right? I kind of coasted and handwriting was on the wall that I need to make a change. I want to run my own business. I'm a competitive person by nature, and I think it's the ultimate way to compete, right? Your failures are because of you. Your success a lot of times is because of you. So you kind of are the one that is going to dictate how you do and where you go. I've always liked that aspect of it. It's never been about the money for me. I don't frankly care about the money. It's more about growing the business, doing things the right way, and that high that you get from hitting sales goals or crossing certain thresholds, whatever they are that you set for yourself. That's the fun thing. And then the money is just whatever you get there is just kind of a byproduct. That's how I've looked at it. I've always said we're going to take care of the customer. We are going to do A, B, and C to grow this business the direction that I want. And then I know that if I do that, there will be profits and we'll be able to pay employees and grow a business. That was probably the biggest way that I got here. Then made the decision I wanted to do it. I like the area. My family's been in this area for 7 generations. Didn't really want to move from the area. Unfortunately, family is here, like the outdoors, like the area. There's really no crime to speak of. Good people, like the area. Unfortunately, there's not a lot of people and not a lot of money. What I knew was retail. I grew up in retail. I'm not the world's smartest guy, but I'm smart enough to understand that if you're going to do retail and there's not a lot of cars going by, and there's not a lot of rooftops around you, might not be the best place to do retail. But there was a thing called the internet that I said, okay, well, if I find the right e-commerce business, I can live in the area where I want to live. And there's good, hardworking people that will run my warehouse and fulfill orders better than anywhere in the country. I think Midwest values is a real thing. Midwest work ethic, I think, is a real thing. There's no way that I'd get to where I am without the dedicated employees I've had over the years. So I looked at what the strengths were and what the weaknesses were, and I thought an e-commerce business made a lot of sense. Like the outdoors, like knives. Okay, knives are kind of fit in with the outdoors. Plus, I like knives. I make this a pretty good fit. I can do it. Unfortunately, DLT, as I said, was started by somebody else. I think as the internet was starting to grow, that wasn't their real acumen, and they were a little bit later in life, and so I think their desire to really put resources into the business had waned a little bit, and I'm not exactly sure that they wanted to make those commitments. So they decided it was time to sell. I thought it was a good fit for me. Made that decision, and here we are. So that was really how I got into it.